All right, bring it down. But still staying in America.
Oh, yeah.
Recently, well, coming off from last episode, we have a new favorite segment that we like to call Vivek Watch 2023-2024.
Dum dum dum.
Can I say that I fully endorse Vivek Watch? He's got 2 years of content and hopefully some decent, subscribes and commentary here. But the floor is yours. Keep talking.
So, obviously,
we're a Vivek-friendly podcast. Sorry, I had to say that.
Well, you've clearly made that point, right?
So, following his appearance at the GOP debate, which we covered in last episode, he's made headlines again in terms of what happened at a recent campaign event. Which apparently involves.
Sorry, I had to.
Which involves Eminem. Why don't you tell us more?
If he had one shot to make a meme video of him, would you catch it? Or just fumble it and possibly get into a lawsuit?
Sorry, what happened here? Can someone explain?
So what happened exactly? Yeah. So he was at the Iowa State Fair,
as you do,
which is basically just another part of the campaign route for all the Republicans, I believe. Yep. And then he was on stage having his kind of moment to talk to, I believe, I can't remember the name, sorry, of the woman who he was speaking to, but basically a Q&A that was going on. And then he was talking about the fact that that's like his favorite Eminem track. He resonates with it very well, and he took the opportunity just to decide to perform it. He took his one shot. Mom spaghetti.
Wait, did he do the whole song or what? Wait, did he rap it freestyle or did he have the music playing in the background?
There was a track lying underneath it.
Good, Vivek. At least you're playing hitting it on time.
But he was
the rap good or what?
He started to towards the end when he was getting, like when you're losing all oxygen, he's gonna push it out. You just gotta push it out.
So what's Eminem doing? Like suing him?
So yes.
Come on, man.
He and BMI, which is the Broadcast Music Inc., have sent him a cease and desist letter, and claiming his right under the BMI political entity's license, which empowers artists to remove their music from being used in political campaigns.
Oh, okay.
In the letter, it says BMI will consider any performance of the Eminem works by the Vivek 2024 campaign from this date forward to be a material breach of the agreement, for which BMI reserves all rights and remedies with respect thereto. So basically, Vivek, no more off the cuff rap battles, right? And
what did Vivek say to this?
So he had said, in an MSNBC interview, a very ballsy response as when he was asked about this, that he'll respect his wishes, but he would like to say, Will, the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
I'm sorry. This guy can do no wrong in my books.
He goes, Eminem and his rise used to be the guy who actually stood up to the establishment and said things that the establishment didn't want him to say. I think the fact that my political viewpoints may differ from his, and I think people change over the course of their lives. It's very, very calculated move. Again, a PR, whoever his team is, whoever, like him himself, being a businessman, has engineered this.
Can I say something about Vivek, right?
Here we go.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No.
Vivek is, I have no doubt that this is planned.
Oh, for sure.
Vivek is a master at earned media, like non-paid media, because he's had to do that without all the sponsorships that like the bigger sort of candidates get. So honestly, this is just more 4D stuff that I see him. He is out there on every podcast network. You spamming it there. But the other thing is, if you look at like older videos back of his days when he was a younger kid, he's actually rapped before.
So can I read this very quickly? So the Rolling Stone has done some research on him, and he has. You're right. He's done some political raps at his time in Harvard.
Wait, specifically political rap, not
political
just rapping.
Raps?
Oh my man!
Get this. He has a stage name.
What's his name?
Vivek the Rapper.
Wait, was this before Chance the Rapper? Chance the Rapper.
Oh dear. But he made a point in the New York Times saying I did not grow up in the circumstances that Eminem did, but the idea of being an underdog, people having low expectations of you, that part speaks to me. I swear Eminem has inspired him to run for politics.
You tell him, bro. You tell him, bro. Okay, I love it. Tick. What do you think, Kat?
I saw the video and it's...
He was into it, eh?
It's entertaining and obviously that gains attention. Yeah. And so it's, whether or not it was intentional, it's working. Like we are talking about it.
And you know, you wouldn't think that he would have to do a point of differentiation considering, I guess, the demographic and cultural differences, but he went there. Look,
he's getting a lot of flack at the moment, and we'll transition across to the actual segment of this about the music. But the knives are out. Like, he's on social media, he's embracing it, and clearly he's a debater. Clearly, you can by the way he's able to get these one-liners. Yeah. It's either he's thinking about it or he's generally a rapper, just in a different form. Bars. In a different form. No, he is, because if you see in the GOP debate how he was able to come really quickly. He is a rapper. It's just a different sort of art. But anyway, what were you saying about the music? Because
the point being here as well, I think we have to make a point about, in this time and age of arts and the art form and music being used without permission in political campaigns. It's there's a big history around it. And I think what I'd like to do is run through the top 8 or so that I have done research on, that other people have done as well. Sorry, just to give credit to everyone, you know, who's done the research. Good on them.
8 to 1.
Here we go. So first up, we have My Hero by the Foo Fighters.
How's that song go?
There goes my hero.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all we can play. That's all we can play. Right? It was used in the 2008 John McCain campaign.
There you go.
And I think a comment that said that was really interesting here is, the saddest thing about that is that My Hero was written as a celebration of the common man and his extraordinary potential. To have it appropriated without our knowledge and used in a manner that perverts the original sentiment of the lyric just tarnishes the song.
Testy. But I get it. I
love me some Dave Grohl. I'll always be like, yeah.
What else we got?
We've got, look, the next two are from Trump. Let's be real. That was always going to happen.
Yeah.
We got Rihanna with Please Don't Stop the Music.
That makes no sense.
It was used in rallies. And basically, this is hilarious. The social media coming with a vengeance. All of the fans, the Navy, told Rihanna, hey, this is happening. And she subtweeted them and says, me nor my people would ever be at or around any one of those tragic rallies.
About Trump specifically, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then Happy by Pharrell was also used in Trump's campaign.
Yep.
And this one is a bit dark. But it's just, guys, I think we need to understand the time and the place, the sentiment or the tone of the song and whatnot. Essentially, it was on the day of a mass murder of 11 human beings at the hands of a deranged nationalist. They played Happy at a political event.
Did they mean to? I mean, they meant to play, but did they know that was happening?
Oh, yeah. It's like, I mean, like, if you're in politics, you got to understand news, right?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, that's bad call there, I would say.
Yep.
Closer to home, because we have to bring it home. Do we all remember Clive Palmer and those really annoying ads?
On every YouTube roll.
He's got money to throw. Money to burn, man. He had money to burn, but he did not have money to acquire the rights for Twisted Sisters. We're not going to take it. He did an appropriation of Australia's ain't gonna cop it in 2019.
I thought it was a good rendition,
but he had to pay up $1.5 million in damages in 2021.
Hey, work it, girl. You get that money.
Like, I mean, if you got the money to pump the ads, but you don't have money to respect the artists, I don't know.
Yeah. For those ones, if they get the approval from the artist, they could technically, right?
Well, you have to get the approval, right?
But is it of the artist or the license or whatever? Like, how do you?
You'd have to. I'm pretty sure
right?
you'd have to ask. Yeah, I'm sure there's levels of licensing. Like,
It almost feels like,
Feels like-
especially for the artists like Rihanna and Dave Grohl, in the examples that you've used, like fundamentally, it seems like they just don't want their work associated in the political arena. It just basically feels like that.
oh yeah, like can you imagine? I guess yeah. Look, songs like jingles in advertising is a very effective form of communicating to people, right?
Yep.
So you got to get the people. You got to have some level of kind of shortcut association, right? And so yeah, by that merit, if you don't want to be affiliated with any political leanings, then 100%, it's the exact same thing that happened to very quickly. Lose Yourself also got used by the New Zealand Nationalist Party, and they had to pay 600K in damages. We've also got MGMT Kids that was used in Nicolas Sarkozy's campaign.
Yep.
They had to pay money as well, but it wasn't as much as they'd like. I think it was only 30,000 euros, which is like not much, all things considering. ABBA, Take a Chance on Me.
Yes.
See, it's very funny as well. It's like Take a Chance on Me. It's just the like on the nose type of songs being used to convey a message, right? And then finally, we've just to make sure that we're not beating up on the Republicans, we do have an example of Democrats with Obama using "Hold On, I'm Coming." So in 2008. No. No, it's a hold on.
That's
That's it.
I thought it was just hold on, I'm coming home. Like, I don't know.
Can you imagine though?
Hey man, Obama is.
He could do it, eh?
Yeah, Obama.
He could have, sorry.
Obama has his own damn Spotify playlist. He can do whatever he wants, man. He's in the pop culture ether.
That's
now.
what Vivek is trying to be.
Dude,
clearly.
Vivek will surpass him. All right, like we'll easily, mate. Yeah.
just how it is. Well,